the St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association is looking for new members. It is a nonprofit, non-governmental, nonpartisan youth organization whose motto is equality and justice in nation building. The impetus to form this association, born in 1999 after Mr. Jeffrey Hanley, an officer in the Department of Youth Affairs, attended a regional youth parliament sitting in the Bahamas. Upon his return, he held meetings with ministerial heads and formulated the concept of a local youth parliament. Mr. Desmond Ward, the then parliamentary coordinator, was instrumental in lending his expertise to the newly founded group. These young people would continually debate issues of youth interest in the National Assembly chambers and participate in regional and international fora with more experience and skill. On September 13th, 2001, SKNIPA was born. Today we have with us SKNIPA's PRO, Mr. Devonne Cornelius, who will share more about the membership application that is now open. So good day, Devonne. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Yes, most definitely.
Awesome.
So as I just stated, SKNIPA is accepting applications for new members. Are there any perks to becoming a youth parliamentarian? What can you tell us?
Okay, well, again, thank you so much for the opportunity. So we opened the application period on January 10th, that was last week, and the application period will close on the 24th of this month. So for those persons that are interested in becoming a member, there is still time. You gave some background history in terms of who SKNIPA is and what we are about, but there are many benefits and advantages in becoming a member of the association. You have opportunities in public speaking and presentation skills training, community and volunteer work, leadership skills training, the opportunity to network with other young people in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the Caribbean, of course, to build solid relationships and workshops that prepare young people for the world of work and the adult life. So it's so much more than just becoming a member and going into parliament to debate, but it is an opportunity for you to grow personally and professionally.
And I must say that I'm always very impressed with people who are a part of SKNIPA. They're always really good speakers like yourself and very intelligent, very knowledgeable on current affairs, and I'm always very impressed. So another question for you. As a youth parliamentarian yourself, why do you think that it's important for young people to be educated on democracy and on leadership and government affairs in general?
Thank you for that question. Well, being a part of or as a young person being active in volunteer work and community work, and even being a member of a SKNIPA, the opportunity is there for you to understand how the parliament works. The opportunity is there for you to have your voice heard. So you may be passionate about an issue, and you perhaps may have a few other young people who would want to have their voice heard as well. SKNIPA is definitely the place for you to be. And so we work with young people, we mold them into being great minds here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And of course, they would go off into other countries and become great individuals. But understanding how the parliament works, understanding democracy, understanding our constitution, understanding that, hey, young people too should have a voice at the table is what we really are about. We really are about. So becoming a member of the association, I mean, those are just some of the advantages and benefits that one can get out of being a member. But at the same time, I want to encourage young people not just to join SKNIPA, but to be uh, vocal with your concerns and vocal with things that affect you here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It is not to be always to be critical of everything that happens,
True.
but we have to understand that young people are a part of the development of a country, and we can't
Right.
exclude young people. And so in Sniper, that is where we want to mold young people and have young people, be involved in the everyday work of, or the development rather, sorry, of the country.
So, Devon, I do have to ask, since we talked briefly about the history of Sniper, when you look at the membership of Sniper over the years, what can you say to us by way of any former members of Sniper becoming parliamentarians? Do they provide any examples for you and your membership going forward?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Well, if you look within Sniper, you would realize that even outside of the politics, we have lawyers and doctors and teachers. But if you look within the National Assembly, we do have a number of the National Assembly members who were past members of Sniper who are now honorary members. We have the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, who is the founding father. We have the Honorable Akila Byron Nisbet, the Honorable John L. Powell, who are honorary members. We have Mr. Conris Maynard. We have the former clerk of the house, Mrs. Sonia Body Thompson. And so we have seen throughout the 20 years of Sniper, we have been able to produce parliamentarians, we have been able to produce people who work within the parliament chambers. We have been able to produce outside of that lawyers, doctors, and teachers, and people that really make a meaningful contribution to the country's development. Now, with regards to our current membership, there are members, I would say, that are in the association who one day aspire to become parliamentarians themselves, whether
Mm-hmm.
it is in the National Assembly or the Nevis Island Assembly. So there are members now that are inspired by the work of the current parliamentarians who were once members of Sniper.
Mm. So can you tell us a bit about the Ward Hanley Scholarship and Mentorship Program? Is it something that's annual?
Yes, it is. And we began that in 2020. So what it really does, it assists the recipients with financial assistance in terms of getting their school supplies, and also members of Sniper would act as mentors to
Mm.
support them throughout their school life. So perhaps let's say you have a recipient who perhaps was struggling before. A member of the association would act as a mentor. So that person, as a recipient, you would be able to call on that mentor to ask them for advice, to ask them for guidance. And that is really what the scholarship is about. It's about helping our young people to uh, make it through or to succeed rather, in their
Right.
academic life.
Are you a mentor yourself?
I am not, no.
Okay.
Devon, what can you tell us about the current recruitment process and the application process, inclusive of the deadline for new members of Sniper?
Okay, so the application is open to young people ages 12 to 30. So if you are within the age range, you are welcome to apply to become a member of the association. You can access the application form on our Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter accounts, which is Sniper. Pretty easy to find. It is a Google form, so there will be no need for you to fill it out and then send it to our email. As soon as you finish filling out the form, you just click submit, and we would receive it. We don't have any hard copy forms because we're trying to go electronic to make it, an
Lovely.
easy process for people applying. So it's just the link on our social media platforms, and you can apply. If you are looking to apply, be sure to have on hand a passport sized photo and two references in advance. We would be asking you, why would you want to become a member of the association? It's not an intimidating process. It's just for us to get a better understanding, of what your interests are, and where we can assist you going forward if you are to become a member of the association. Also, you are given the opportunity to explain to us a project you would like to undertake if you are to become a member of the association. As I mentioned earlier, becoming a member of Sniper, you have the opportunity to be involved in community and volunteer work. And so perhaps you may want to do something in your community, and we would like to provide the assistance in ensuring that that can be undertaken. Just to repeat, the application period closes on the 24th of this month. So I just want to encourage young people to take advantage of this opportunity. You may be a young person, perhaps you're not too experienced or versed in how the parliament works, then you can join and be a part of this connected family to understand how all of that works. Maybe you're a young person and you perhaps don't have any interest whatsoever in parliamentary procedures and all of that, but you want to be involved in volunteerism, you want to be involved in community work. Sniper is the place to be. So we have room for young people.
I'm
We
sold.
want young people to have their we want young people to have their voice heard, and we really want to do our part in nation building. That is what Sniper is about.